dancing, Lenny?
Oh, your mother's more surprised. She didn't know? No.
A lot of mirrors. Mirrors.
Funny. We told the lady to look for the guy in that picture. Because she didn't know who you were.
All right, now get in here and shut up.
I mean, you know you told me Friday night. That was your Friday night.
I'll tell you, we gotta do something. Where are we going? What do you get for Cinco de Mayo?
Why are you taking a picture of this? Way too long.
I'm sorry. There we go. We're on.
It's on.
No. There's a couple of Lenny's relatives couldn't make it here today, but they brought a tape in here. They wanted to show Lenny. They wanted to show Lenny some respect. This is your joke. Are you putting it on? The tape? You want me to put? Yeah. A couple of Lenny's relatives couldn't make it, so before we start, we have a little message here from Lenny's relatives. I'm sorry they couldn't make it here today.
You from Italy?
Technical difficulties always.
Did
Did they change the channel?
Yeah.
Channel 4?
Is it on, Lou?
Press play.
John.
Channel 4 day. You play tapes all day long at the bar.
Like 18.
So we're going to put a beach right there.
Channel 4?
Channel 4.
They put a TV on Channel 4 or no?
It's like half of Lenny's body. It doesn't work.
Which hand?
Can you put it on Channel 4 to the TV?
Yeah, I changed the channel.
You change? You don't have to?
Lenny, get on the bar.
You need somebody tall, I'll get it. Whack a whole jug.
It's on Channel 4. All right. All right. Let me start off by, like to start the Lenny DeStefano's 60th birthday roast. I'll by telling everyone about our guest of honor. In order to truly appreciate some of the jokes we hear this evening, I want to tell you what the last 60 years of Lenny DeStefano has brought. Some of you may not know a few things about Lenny, and you might find them surprising. Here are a few of those facts. Lenny was born May 1st, 1943 in South Philadelphia. Am I correct? South Philadelphia.
43.
St. Agnes. The son of Tony and Rose DeStefano. This ends the rumors that he was a product of Groucho Marx having sex with Shaquille O'Neal. So we no longer have to worry about that. Did you know that at the age of, 15 months, he was stricken with polio? 15 months. As a result of this disease, he now has one leg shorter than the other. But don't feel bad for him. This was kind of a mixed blessing. When his mom would buy him pants at the discounted irregular clothing store, they fit him perfectly. That's funny. There we go. Did you know Lenny's first obsession with money started at the Mint? He was the originator of the phrase, "a penny saved is a penny earned." Although, his version goes, "a penny saved is a penny never friggin' spent." Did you know that Lenny still lives with his mother, Rose? Some of you are probably thinking, how sweet. His family ties are so strong, he never left home. He loves his mother so much, he stays home to take care of her. Come on! He's too friggin' cheap to move out. And if he did, it would take him a year to move all the shit out of his house. Right? Lenny's cheapness doesn't end there. When I first met him, he was wearing a tie and a shirt to work out. Where's Dave? Yeah. Remember that? He claimed that he didn't know where he can go, to get sweatshirts and t-shirts to work out in. He wasn't too cheap to buy them. He couldn't find where... You remember that shortage, that t-shirt shortage back in 1990? We couldn't find any t-shirts? That explains it. Did you know that Lenny wears contacts and glasses at the same time? I am not kidding. This is not a joke. He actually would probably rather I didn't bring that up. I mean, his eye doctor doesn't know what to do next. His next prescription is going to be for binoculars. Did you know that in 1991, when Lenny first came to Smart Bodies, his goal, he set a goal to pump iron. It's been 12 years so far, he hasn't even passed aluminum. Dad, I used your joke finally. He's been trying that aluminum joke for years. Did you know Lenny used to drive a huge car? What kind of car was that?
New York.
Oh my God, that thing was huge. Remember, Dave? Yes. Every time he pulled out of a parking spot, someone banged a bottle of champagne on his trunk. But we did when we hung the dirty sock on your rearview mirror? With his shoes still?
No, I found the shoes.
Someone left a rancid smell in that car too. I don't know what they were eating that day, but it was socks.
Good job, Dave.
All right. And as you should know, or you should all know this, Lenny's known for saying the opposite of everything. For example, he calls our trainer Kevin Moore, Kevin Less. John Winter, John Summer, you don't know this? We have a store in our neighborhood called Rock Bottom. He calls it Stone Top. So Len, in your way of speaking, I just want to say, you're the nicest, youngest looking, most handsome 6-year-old I ever met. Don't be afraid of Lenny getting hurt, his feelings. He has a great sense of humor. It's all his other senses that went to shit. At your party that day, remember? I said that to you at dinner. I said it to my dad so you weren't here, that you overheard me. I said it's a good thing you have a great sense of humor because everything else went to shit. Oh, I didn't use the word shit. You know, what am I don't remember yesterday when I used to remember Friday? All right, in case you want to share in the laughter here, I wrote, and I also went through some joke books. Steph and I did some research of the old jokes, cheap jokes. We put together some things more personal, so we're going to all take turns here. I got an extra mic, so I'll be up here with you so you don't have to be shy. We'll bring some people up. Does anybody that's prepared to speak? Jim, are you ready to come on now? Jim, come on up. Hold on, before Jim comes up, Jim was a little late today. He was running a little late. He was dressed all in black, and he had to go home and get changed. When he heard that there was an event for Lenny, he thought for sure it was a funeral. Jim Raven, come on up, Jim.
You know, at Smart Bodies, there's only a few old people there. Lenny's one, I'm the other, and Ben Bertino, but we really don't know how old he is. So, except for that right. I did some research on the internet for Lenny, and as I was in his office doing the research, I ran across something from his diary. Do you know that Lenny is afflicted with age-activated attention deficit disorder? True. It's very sad. And I have a copy of what he had written in his diary that will tell you all about this poor AAADD disease that he has. It goes, I've been recently diagnosed with age-activated attention deficit disorder. This is how it goes. I decided to wash the car, starting toward the garage, and noticed mail on the table. Okay, I'm going to wash the car. But first, I'm going to go through the mail. He lays his car keys down the desk, and after discarding his junk mail, he notices the trash can is full. He says, okay, I'm going to pay my bills on the desk, okay? But first, I'll take out the trash, but since I'm going to be going to the mailbox, I'll address a few bills. And now where's that checkbook? Whoops. There's only one check left. Where did I put those extra checks? Oh, geez, there's my empty plastic cup from last night on the desk. I'm going to go look for those checks. But first, I need to put that cup back in the kitchen. So he heads for the kitchen, looks out the window and notices that the flowers need watering. So he puts his cup on the counter, and there's an extra pair of glasses on the kitchen counter. Why are they doing there? I just put them away. But first, I need to water those plants. He heads for the front door, and someone left the TV remote in the wrong. Mom, okay. I'll put the remote away and water the plants. But first, I gotta find those checks. So fine, it's the end of the day. Car's not washed, bills are unpaid, the cup's still in the sink, the checkbook still has only one check left in it, lost his car keys, and he tries to figure out why he got nothing done today. He's baffled because I know I was busy all day, and I realized I got this serious condition. But first, I think I'll check my email. So poor Lenny, afflicted with AAAD, so I have some video on him. All right, we'll make this also very quick. A couple things. I have a few signs that for you, Lenny. This is from one old person to another. Signs that you know you're no longer a kid. Number one, you're asleep, but others worry that you're dead. Lenny, you can live without sex, but you can't live without your glasses. Your back goes out more than you do. And you know you're no longer a kid when you quit trying to hold your stomach in, no matter who walks in the room. And Lenny told me his best friend, is it Nick? Is it Frank? Frank, his best friend. Did you know that his best friend Frank is dating someone half their age and isn't breaking any laws? Oh, man. Lenny, I understand you still sing along with elevator music. You enjoy hearing about other people's operations. You no longer think of the speed limit as a challenge. People call you at 9:00 p.m. and ask, did I wake you? You have dreams about prunes. The end of your, Lenny, this is classic here, the end of your tie still doesn't come anywhere near the top of your pants. You wear black socks with sandals. You know what the word equity means. Your ears are hairier than your head. Finally, about this, when we talk about good grass, you're referring to someone else's lawn. Lenny, this is what I want to say. You've been a friend for me ever since I've been Smart Bodies, and you're a friend to everybody that works there. And I want you to really be nice to your friends, because you never know when you're going to need them to empty your bed urinal and hold your hand.
Jim Raven. Thank you, Jim. Very, very good. Very good. And true, as always. There's another person that couldn't be here tonight. He wanted to be here. In fact, a piece of him still is here. Terry Frey's here today. He sends his regards, Len.
You don't know Terry.
All right, who wants to try some jokes? Who's going to get to start trying some jokes? No? W, want to come up here? Come on. Steph, come on up here. Too tired? I didn't think you should have sex. I said tell some ladies some jokes. Darren, come on up here. Just read some. Come on, Darren. Here, when you grab and use this mic here, we'll work together. Grab a joke there. Some of them are corny, some of them you want to go, but I'm bummed. Is this on? Check, 1, 2. Gotta get it spit.
All right, Len. Lenny is so old, his birth certificate is in Roman numerals. Lenny looks good for his age. Yeah, right. I've seen younger faces on cash.
He was up for I'm sure.
The last time I saw a guy dressed like Lenny, he got out of a tiny car with 20 other guys. When Lenny and his friends would swim in a pool, what game would they play? Marco Polio.
Thank you, Darren DeMarco. Give it up for Dad.
That was good.
All right, this next guy I'm going to bring up, I wrote something for him to read. I'm going to bring him up right now. If you ever seen him at Smart Bodies, you know this next guy has a mouth bigger than Lenny's prostate. Give it up for Nick Ballestieri. All right, just so you know, I've always, put what is expected of the trainers in an employee agreement, so that everybody knows what is expected of them. Like write down on paper so there's no confusion. For the sake of Nick and John Winter, I'm going to have Nick read the agreement, but for Lenny. Not his salary. I won't let him read the salary.
Thank God.
I mean, Lenny, with the money Lenny makes, he should be able to retire in another 20 years. But Nick, just read that from there. Lenny's job description or employee agreement.
Lenny's job description or employment agreement. Who said I can read? Yeah. Back and forth. Buy it down. Certified Central Rubber Inspector. Lenny is to walk back and forth down the center of the gym to see how long it takes to wear the rubber mats out. So far it's been 7 years and they're still holding up good. Good job, Len. Number checker. He's responsible for counting the number of times he can reheat his coffee before finally leaving it in the microwave without ever drinking it. Ball pressure monitor. His job is to see how long he can break balls at the front desk until the desk girl finally loses their temper. Towel security and inventory. It is Lenny's job, God forbid, to come up with the ways to prevent people from stealing towels. His latest prevention method was displaying a picture of him naked holding the towel with no hands. Not only don't they steal them, they don't even use them anymore. Part-time Somnia furniture model. Lenny is to sit on the display furniture in the hallway so that anyone interested in the furniture will know that their couch would look like, what their couch would look like if they ever had Lenny over.
Man, yeah, listen to those last line, man.
Lenny has done this job so well that Somnia has recently placed a sign in the hall that displays that says, "Furniture for sale, old man not included."
Nick, stay up here and read some jokes for me. Read some of these in here.
Oh, man, not
I never saw that
Lenny works as hard as Dave Nelson at the pajama party at the Playboy Mansion.
He told you that yesterday.
After they found out Lenny has one leg longer than the other, what did Lenny's parents get him for his next birthday? A kickstand.
This is for Dom and John.
Lenny dresses so bad, even Bert Nussbaum makes fun of him. Lenny is so cheap, he doesn't take his clothes to the cleaners. He donates them to the Salvation Army that buys them back for 50 cents. When I told Lenny to act his age, he died. On a daily basis. Lenny doesn't really goof off at work. He actually does the work of 3 men, Mo, Larry, and Curly.
Want to do one more? One more.
Yeah, you're a friend. There we go.
That's why I said you didn't have to read it.
Did I talk about that? The house that went down, what, Darien Street?
Darien Street. I didn't really sleep up there.
So you give it away?
Yeah, this is about a race you can go talk.
I swear to God, my daughter was a kid all through them.
Lenny is so old now, it's sexy.
This young lady.
My daughter had
I contact lenses. I put them in, went to work, and then as I got in front of the computer, I couldn't see the computer. I had to put my glasses on.
See, Lenny, you're not alone. That's very good. That's very nice. But don't worry, Lenny. You're so old now, your sex life isn't going so good. I know Samantha gets hard faster. Good luck, Lenny.
Nick Balestier, give him a round of applause.
I know, I didn't make any of this.
All right, I got a little surprise for everybody. You've been watching Lenny take walks for years. If you work at Smart Bodies or if you live in the Cherry Hill Marlton area, that old guy walking fast with the headphones on, that was Lenny. Please don't hit him. But you didn't know this, but he actually has a purpose for his walks. All right? You know how they have the race for a cure? They have all these special events, you know, these walks for different occasions. Well, each time Lenny goes for a walk, it's for a different charity. And for example, every time Lenny and Stephanie go for a walk, it's to benefit South Philadelphia Italians. This is called the walk with your feet, walk with your hands. When Lenny went for a walk with Mike Palma and Mark, it was called a walk for height. This charity helps raise money for people that are so short, in their driver's license picture, you can see their feet. When Lenny would walk with Anthony, Nick, and Sean, it was called the walk for the 4 stages of male pattern baldness. Male pattern baldness. Me, Nick, Sean, and you. Gotcha. Don't be nice to me. Look what I'm doing to you.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah.
Jewish guilt.
When Lenny would walk with Harriet, Diane, and Joe Grabowski, it was called, I'm just glad we can still walk. And then there was the walk that Lenny took with desk girls Arisha and Nancy, with the hives, and trainers Terry and Ian. This walk was a little different because Lenny was the only one that came back. Do we really have to explain that to you? Arisha.
You know, Bob.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to get to read some more jokes. Lynette, you want to read some jokes? No. Come on, Lynette. Dominic Bandieri. Come on up here. Come on. Terry, come on up here. Yeah, read some jokes? Nah, you carry everyone else on. Guys, are you ready? I got an intro for guys. This next speaker has received so many sit-down speeches in Lenny's office, there's a permanent imprint of his ass on Lenny's chair. Get up here, guys. Come on up, guys.
Take it off. All right.
Oh, you want to start saying he's got Frank Sinatra.
I told you, Bonnie.
I really don't know what to say. When I first heard that, when I first came up to here, I was invited here. I basically had
Right where?
I was right here, this little raised bar or whatever the hell. Basically, I had a whole speech figured out, but I figured the last 3.5 years, it's just been a roast between me and Lenny. All I've done is been insulting him since the day I met him. Maybe I'll just have a little story for you. I first met Lenny in August of 1999. I thought the same thing about him and all you guys did. He's a shady old bastard, just like the owner before Anthony. But as I got to know him, I was really nervous like I am right now. And Lenny was very comforting. He always came to me to talk to me, and the easy, very calm voice always made me feel a lot better. On a few occasions, when my job was on the line, Lenny actually stuck up for me. You know, one time, you know, I was having car problems, and even though I still thought he was shady, he offered me a ride to work every morning, and even on days when I knew that he didn't want to come in and he wasn't meeting his walking friends, he'd still come in and make sure I got to work every day. It's true. It's true. It's true. It's true. What's your in April of 2001, when Anthony let me go, mainly for not listening to Lenny, I called Lenny up that night to really say goodbye, and something I said to him actually brought us closer together, because I said to him, you know, I said, Len, I hope you're around long enough to see me do well. And he said, John, you know, I hope I'm around long enough to see you do well too. And I thought that was odd. That was the nicest thing I ever said to the man, that I was hoping he'd live long enough to see me, you know, make it well. And over the past couple of years, as I struggled after Smart Bodies, I got mono and I was sick for a while. And actually, you know, a little personal note, I was actually broke for a while. And actually, very seriously, personal note, Lenny actually lent me money in the summer that year to make sure I could eat. I was actually starving that day. When I was looking to go to Philly, when I was looking for jobs in Philly, it was Lenny who actually took me to show me around the area to make sure that I, you know, got to the places all right. And at every interview, if I got lost, I would call Lenny at Smart Bodies, and he would give me directions. He'd actually take time out of his day to give me directions.
Hope I think so.
My ego wouldn't allow me to work other jobs besides the gyms. So I would, you know, basically every job I got after that would tell me, you know, the boss to go to hell. And on a few occasions, even in the past, I basically told Anthony to go to hell. And Lenny was like, John, why do you do that? You know, you can't tell people that. You know? So he would give me a guilt trip and goes, you know, I guess I'm just an old bastard. When a couple of other gyms I worked at, since I've been in Smart Bodies, Lenny's actually came to visit me at work to make sure I was doing all right. He would, you know, I'm warming up now. Now I'm feeling better. Basically, as I did better, you know, I got back on my feet again, and I started doing well at the, you know, at the gym more. Basically, with the thanks of everybody at Smart Bodies, I took a bit of each trainer here. Even though I bashed into Lenny all the time, he would laugh when I would talk about Mark, you know, Nick and Anthony. Lenny would just laugh. Anyway, basically, what I want to say up here, because, you know, I'm just rambling, is I just want to thank Lenny. I never really thanked him for helping me out, and I hope you're not disappointed when I tell you that. When I requested off from work today, they wouldn't let me have off, so I told them to go to hell. I know, man. It's birthday.
Guys, give it up for Guys. Another person couldn't make it here today. Another person who wanted to be here today, she couldn't make it. Debbie couldn't make it. She had an appointment with Jesse leaving the chiropractor. She's getting an attitude adjustment. Okay, so she sends her regards. Come on, it's so gross. All right. I'm going to bring up the next person to dress. What's that, John? You ready?
Yeah, go ahead.
No, we're gonna read now. You want to talk now? We're gonna close with my dad. So.
Oh, Lenny's so old that he was a waiter at the Last Supper.
Yeah. Hey, you stole my next joke. John, come on up here before we bring my dad. Come on. Yeah, wait, before John Winter comes up, if anybody has anything to say, nice, funny, mean, go to hell, whatever you have to say to Lenny, just come on up and say, we'll take turns. Oh, there we go. We got some jokes here. Go ahead. Oh, I like this one. This is a good one.
Lenny is so old, every time he goes to an antique show, someone tries to buy him.
I didn't believe you had to read.
Lenny, at age now, at his birthday parties, the candles cost more than the cake. Lenny is sold. When God said, "Let there be light," he hit the switch. I always thought Lenny looked good for his age, but that was when I thought he was 70.
This is a good one, considering you're his trainer.
When it comes to working out, any trainer will tell you, Lenny has more problems as a fifth grader, as a fifth grade math book.
There's more problems than a fifth grade math book.
Lenny is sold, he owes Jesus $3.
And then one more. This is from your heart.